Camtasia effects. 5 beginner tricks that look professional. Look at these two screen recordings. They both show the exact same Camtasia tutorial, but one looks amateurish and one looks like it was made by a pro. That difference, it's not the content. It's not an editing experience. It's 5 simple effects. Effects most beginners walk right past. And here's the thing. Each one takes under a minute to apply. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Let's start with the effect that most beginners completely ignore. First, cursor size. Start with the most basic setting, the one most beginners completely miss. You can increase the actual size of your cursor, not the highlight, not the magnification, the cursor itself. This is where you should begin, before layering on any other effects. Because if your cursor is too small, no amount of highlighting or magnification will save it. Once you are done recording your screen, click on your recorded media and go to the Properties area. Click on the cursor emblem, and you will see the current cursor properties. Notice Camtasia has already increased the size of the cursor to 225%. If you want it to be larger, just adjust the slider. Let's try 1,200%. Second, cursor highlight. Now that your cursor is sized right, add a colored glow around it. This adds a highlight that follows every movement. Now move to the left side of the screen and click on Cursor Effects. All the cursor effects appear. Now click on Cursor Highlight. Drag it down to the timeline. An arrowhead appears in the middle of the timeline. This is how you turn the effect on and off. You can see the highlight also appears on the screen. Click on the arrowhead and a bar appears in the timeline. Now click on the bar and it turns yellow. This means the effect properties are now turned on. In the upper right corner, the properties for the highlight appear. You control 3 things: the size of the glow, the color, and the opacity. Select size and slide the slider to increase the glow size. Let's do 100%. Now, here's a pro tip. Don't use the default yellow at full brightness. It looks harsh. Drop the opacity to around 60%. Pick a color that contrasts with your screen content. If your interface is mostly white or light gray, use a deep blue or purple highlight. If you're in dark mode, a soft yellow or cyan works better. The goal is contrast. You want the cursor to pop, not to scream. Now, when the effect is turned on, you will see 3 vertical bars, then the word Cursor Highlight, and 3 more vertical bars. If you grab either or both ends of the vertical bars, you can size the area in the video where the highlight appears. You can add multiple types of cursor effects on the same video clip. Third, Cursor Magnify. Let's remove our previous example. Now select Cursor Magnify and drag it to the timeline. This creates a magnifying glass effect right around your cursor. Everything inside the circle gets larger. It is incredibly useful when you're clicking on small buttons, or tiny menu items, or anything your viewer might struggle to see on a phone. As in our previous example, click on the arrowhead in the middle of the timeline. A bar appears. Click on the bar and the property panel switches to the Cursor Magnify properties. You can adjust the magnification level between 0 and 800%. I keep mine around 200%, enough to make small user interface elements visible. Not so much that it looks distorted. Fourth, Cursor Spotlight. Now in the cursor effect, select the Cursor Spotlight. This one is dramatic. Spotlight darkens your entire screen, except for a circle of light that follows your cursor. It literally spotlights where the viewer should look. Again, select the arrowhead in the center of the timeline, and then click on the bar. In the Properties panel on the right, make any changes. Use this sparingly. It is powerful but can feel heavy if you overuse it. I use Spotlight when I need to emphasize one specific click, like a critical setting that viewers always miss. 1 or 2 spotlights per video. That is enough. Fifth, click effects. In the upper left corner, besides the many cursor effects, there are 2 mouse icons. These give you effects when you right or left click using your mouse. For example, every time you click, Camtasia can show a visual rings around the click point, a ripple that pulses outward. It says to the viewer, I just clicked something. Pay attention to what changed. You have separate options for left clicks and right clicks. Most people use a ring for left clicks and a different color ring for right clicks, so the viewer instantly knows which button you pressed. You can also enable click sounds, a subtle audio cue when you click. I keep click sounds off for most tutorials. They can get repetitive. But for absolute beginner content, they add an extra layer of clarity. Sixth, a bonus: cursor smoothing. Your raw screen recording captures every tiny mouse movement, every wobble, every hesitation. In the cursor effects panel, you will see cursor smoothing. Cursor smoothing cleans this up. It makes your cursor path flow smoothly, like a steady camera pan instead of a handheld shake. This is especially important if you use a trackpad. Trackpad recordings are naturally jerky. Smoothing takes the edge off, so that is the full cursor toolkit. 5 tools and a bonus tool under one category. Start with size as your foundation. Then layer on highlight, magnify, and spotlight for visibility. Add click effects for feedback. Finish with smoothing for polish. Most beginners use 0 of these. Now you know all 6.